Alright, welcome back again, guys. In this video we will be doing part 2 of the project we have started. So this is the part 2 of it, and we will be looking at the backend and databases. So for a recap, this is the website we have been working on. Let me refresh here. Okay, I did not I changed the file names here. Let me go back to the code, and then let me undo, 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 undo. Save, refresh. So this is the website we have been working on. It's called Gmetics Gift Cosmetics, and remember what we will be doing in this video. I want these items to be able to be uploaded by the admin, so that the front page or the home page can fetch this data from the database, meaning every time there is a new product, the admin shouldn't touch the code. They should only upload on the upload side or the dashboard admin, things like that. So this is what we will be doing in this video, right? And a quick example, in the real world this shouldn't be known, but because I'm making an example for you guys, I will make a random button here which takes the admin to that specific page, and I won't secure it because I am just showing you how easy it is and how it can be done. So I won't be taking much of the security protocols for this example. So let us get to it. First of all, we need to create a database, right? So we will have a database. The database that we have, it will also have tables, and the table that I'm saying now, we're gonna say products. For example, the name of the table is going to be products, and we will name the attributes of a product. Basically, when you talk about a product, what are the things that you can point or that can describe a product? It can be a name, or also it can be the price, also it can be what else, the color doesn't suit every product. Okay, let us see the examples that they have here. They have the pricing, the name, and also it's going to be the image. I'm trying to find the columns that we will have for each product. So it will be the name, the price, the column, and we can also have for now, let me leave it like this, right? For now, let me leave it like this. Let me not try adding more things, right? Yeah, let us leave it like this. Yeah, it's going to be the product, this one, and basically this one is a table. So the table we are going to have, it's products, and products is going to have these columns. The other one can be an ID. It's very important to uniquely identify each product. And if it was things that require a color or a size, we were going to put that. For example, here we can also say size. The size, we mean the millimeter, since we are measuring liquid here. I think I mean volume. So we can have milliliters, as in this is a 500 milliliter shampoo, blah blah blah. So I will also say size there at the end. So now let us come to the database. I already created the database. Let me bring in the page this side. So this is the database. I already have Gmetics, as you can see, Gmetics. So with Gmetics, I will create this table called products here, Gmetics, And the columns that we have, let us come count here how many we have. We have 1 2 3 4 5. Is there any that I can add? Okay, for now let us just keep things simple. I will just say 5. We're gonna have 5 columns for this one, right? We say create, right? And then to keep things simple, I will just say ID, the name of the product, and then we can say, what was the other thing? It's going to be, let's just say image, and then the name, and then we also say the size. Let us start with size, and then we say price here, and then we say price, right? So this is what we are going to have. And for the ID, let us make it auto incremental, meaning every time we add a new item, it will get its own incremental ID. So we're gonna have int, and then we're going to say 10. The image, it needs to be var character because it can be a mixture of numbers and alphabets. So let us just put 1,000 here because the strings sometimes may be too long. Here let us just put 500 for the name. For the size, it can't be 2000. Let us just say 50. You must be very careful here. Most of the time you just need to put a higher number so that the database doesn't get mixed up or things like that. And then for the price, for the characters, even if we say 100 characters, I think it's okay. And this one, the ID is going to be our primary key, and then I think that's it. We are going to save our database. So let us just say save. Okay, so here we do have our database, and if we can check it, at the moment we have no data, right? So what we want to do now is to create a interface whereby the admin can upload the items. So we'll go to our website here, and then what I want here is something that looks like a form so that I can take that one. So let us go to contact us to see if we have something that looks like a form. Yes, we have something that looks like a form. So we are going to copy this template as it is, this page as it is. So we are going to come here, and then we will go to contact, and then when we go to contact, we'll just say copy everything. We say new file, and then we can say add, or let us say new item, for example, new item, or new product. We can also name it like this, but for this one I want it to be a PHP because to save time, I want to process everything in one file. It's not a good practice if you are doing things professionally, but I don't want to confuse you guys with multiple pages, things like that, because a good practice is for you to process the data separately, but for now I'm going to do it in one page. So I will save this one as a PHP file because I'll be doing everything in one. So I'll save it as a PHP file, and then we say save. So what I want to change now, now let me edit the page to look the way I want. So we're gonna remove this contact info. We are going to remove this contact info. Hey, what's happening? We are going to remove this thing, and then the title, we're just going to say okay, let us see how it looks like before I do lots of edits. Okay, it's a PHP file, it won't open now. Okay, let us not stress about that at the moment. Okay, before I continue, there's something that I want to show you guys so that you don't get lost. Let us go here, and then let us go to downloads. So this is the folder where the website is. But when I was installing my server, which is XAMPP, I installed it to be active in a different path. So a PHP file won't be recognized when it is inside this folder. Let me give you an example. So if we can now go to the website and then say we want this file called new item.php, instead of showing the page, it will show the code, and that's not a good practice. You see, it shows the code instead of the what is it, instead of the page. So what we will do is that we will move, or let me just, yeah, let us move this thing. We will move it to where our server is. So we'll go to where I installed my server. I'll go to htdocs, and let me just install it here. Let me just install it here. Can I? Yeah, let me just install it here, save it here. It says cannot be moved because our folder, some of the files are open. Okay, let us close here, and then let us close here. Then let us come back and say try again. Okay, yes, now it did move. So let us open it again. We will come here, and then we say open folder, and then now we will go to the name of it's our site. Where is it? Our site is, we will say open. So now let me do the same thing. I'll say open in browser. Here it opens. So now if I can say I want the file which says new item.php, it will still not open. If I say it will just show the code. And the reason why, it's because when you look at my URL, I am not running the script in with my my local host. So what I need to do is to remove this thing and say local host, you see, and specify that I want the server to run the script. So if I say now the PHP file can show. But what I want to do now is to remove the map because it's unnecessarily, and then maybe the heading can say add new product, and then I remove this, and then here it will be the name of the product, the pricing, blah blah blah, the size, and then the image as well. So that is what we will do now. So now I will come here, and then I will just say instead of where was I? Okay, where are we? Oh, I want this file, this one. So now we will say just a second. Oh, it says contact. I will say add new product, product, and then I will, let me just hide this. Let me not delete, but I will hide it. And then complete all fields. I will just write this message that says complete all fields. Complete all fields. Yeah, complete all fields. Let us see how it looks like. Refresh. So now it says add new product, and then it says complete all fields, and something changed here. I think when I was deleting I made a mistake. So let us see what mistake I made. Let me copy my, and then let's say undo. Okay, I think the reason why, oh, it's when maybe I was, yes, here when I was hiding this thing, I was supposed to hide until here, not everything, not the div. Oh, and also not to delete this one. Yes, and then now I can paste my code here. Paste, save, refresh. It should look okay. Yes, it looks okay. I need to remove this though, because we only need this folder. You will say product name, product image, blah 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 blah. So let me try to be fast. this one, it's not important, it's the map, so I'm removing the map. And then in here I will just say product name, and what else are we? I will say size, and then also after the size we need to have the price and the image. So I'll just say copy, and then I will say price, and then we can say image. But for the image, remember, it is not a text. So for the input type, we will say we need a file here, and then the file we are looking for, let us just say accept. We are looking for an image, so we will just say JPNG, JPG, and JPEG, something like this. I know there are other file formats, but for now we are just going to stick with this ones. And for the okay, let me just save. I won't go too much into details. Okay, as you can see, we will write the product name, the size of the product, milliliter, something like that, and then we'll say the price, and then the the image, and then we need to remove this one. Normally it can be a description, but for now we don't have description in the database, so I'll just comment this one out. Right, so let me just comment this one out. I'll just say, let us comment this one out. Am I recording? I may be live, but I'm not recording. Oh yes, it's recording. It's been 16 minutes. Okay, so whenever you are what is it? Whenever you are there's something that I want here. So whenever you are uploading a file, you need to remember that in the form attribute, in the form tag, there is an attribute that you need to include, and that form attribute needs to be, it's called this one. Let me put it here. It's called this one, encryption type, the multi-pattern form date. And also I like to use the method of post whenever I am dealing with files, because it shouldn't just show on the URL. So I'll use this one. And also I need to set the name attributes for each input type here, so that whenever I submit, I am able to grab the values. So I'll just say name, and then for this name it's going to be name, and then for the this one it says email. No, I want text here, so it's going to be, no, it's going to be text. And then this one, it's the what is this one? It's the size. So in here I will say size, and the name, it's going to be size. I should have done this thing earlier, because now I don't like typing one thing over and over again. So I'll just say size for this one, and this one I'll just say price. So let us say price. The ID is going to be price. Also the name is going to be price. What else? The subject, the label, also price. Okay, and then the file, I will just say file here. I should have done this thing earlier. Name also is going to be file. Yes, and then the label also is going to be file. Yes, and then also we need to set a name for our button, so that we are able to identify it. So the name of our button is going to be sub. Instead of submit, I'll just say sub. So if you guys are not seeing very well on the screen, I am recording this session. It will also be posted on our YouTube. Remember, we do have part one. This is part one. I was recording in the morning, and the session that I'm recording now, it's part two. So it's recommended that you first watch that one. So if I say refresh now, nothing much has changed, but now the admin will be able to just enter the product name, enter the size, which is milliliters, and then the price, and also they can choose the image of the product, right? And now it is time for us to process the data when it is submitted. That's very important. So like I said, I will do everything in one page. Okay, let us come here. I want to remove this section of subscribe now, and I want to remove all of these sections. They are not important. Okay, I will leave this one at the bottom, but these ones, they are not that important. Let me just ignore it for now. I will just put the PHP code here for processing. It won't appear on the front end for the user, but that's where I am writing the code. So it's here. So what's going to happen here, I'll just open the PHP tags, open and close, right? And then what we want here is to, if is set, if the button is submitted, the button, it's going to be, let me turn on the lights, guys, just a second. Just a second. Just a second. It's very dark in here. Alright. So what we want to do now is to check if the submit button has been clicked. So if they click the submit button, which we named it sub. Remember, we are saying post because the method that we are using, it's where is the form here. We are also using a global method of post, and the button that needs to be submitted, it's called sub, right? And for just to summarize all of the things quickly, I will just say all of these things are required, so that I don't double check if something was entered or not. I'll just say required in all of this, required, and then here I'll just say product name, yes. Required, also the required is needed here, so that the browser can just check that. So if the button is submitted, right here, let me put this inside, let me nest it. Okay, so if the button is inside, we then need to deal here. So what we will do here, first of all, we need to collect the information that was entered by the user. So I will just say name, which is the product name. It's going to be the $sign post, and the input name identifier, its name. Then I'll just copy and paste all of this, 1 2 3, and then its name, size, and then price, right? And then also I need to do the same here, price and also size, right? And for the image, it's very tricky. Let me go to one of my previous codes here so that I can be able to grab that one. For this one, it's kind of like tricky, so I will just say this is what we want here. We'll just say we are collecting the image, so here we'll just say image, and then it's called image, and we want the name, even though the name we are going to change it later, but for now we are let me remove this, but for now we are just going to take it the name as it is, and also also this one, it's kind of like required. I'm pasting from my old code, so I'll just say image for this one. Temporary name, also need this one. It's going to be useful as we go. And after we have collected the data, and then we can now insert it into the database. First of all, I need to call in the what is it, the connection. I don't have the connection, so the connection, I'll just put it at the top there. I'll just put it at the top, PHP, and then the connection, I'll just how can I the connection, I'll just say connect, let me just say con, for example, which it's going to be the connection to the database. And to connect to the database, we say it's what is it, my SQL, I forgot this one. Why do I tend to forget many things now? Okay, just a second. We'll just say my SQLi connect, not this one. It's my SQLi connect, and then in here we type the name of our server, which is localhost, and then the next thing we type, it's our username, which by default it's root, and by default XAMPP doesn't have a what is it, a password. And then lastly, the name of our database, which is Gmatics, yes, which is Gmatics. And then if the connection is not established, we can just say or die, or we can then say no connection, and then we can say no connection. In case a connection is not established, it will just print out this thing. Okay, and what we need to do now is to, if I'm fast, you guys can ask questions later. Okay, so what we will do now, we insert data. So we will just say okay, let me create, and then say insert, create a variable, and then this insert is going to be my SQLi query, and then I will just say, first of all, I will call the the name of the variable for our connection, which is con, and then now I will write in the statement. So the statement that I want to write here is insert into, and then we write the name of our table, and then the table we have, it's called products. Remember, we created it in the beginning. And then what's important here, you need to write the names of can you guys see? Let me try increasing. Let me so what's important here, you need to write the names of the columns in an ascending order, the ones that where you want to put the data to. So we will do it in order. We will say image, name, size, price. They need to go like this: image, name, size, price. So we'll do it like that. We'll say image, name, size, and then we say price. And then let me go to the next line, and then we will say values, right? And then what I like with PHP or this text editor, the the colors, they tell you that you are still in the right track. So if I write values with 2 double S, the name goes white instead of purple, then you can easily see you made a mistake. So in here you write the real values. So the values are going to be these variables that we just assigned to the data that was inserted. So we are going to say image, just a second, I'll just say image, and then after image we are going to insert, so it's image name, and then we say size, and then after that we say price, isn't it? Yeah, price. All right, so this one, it's going to insert the data into our database. I think it's all correct, and then it's always crucial to also check for errors. So what's the statement for running the there's this statement to run the query. I think this one does it all in one. I want the one where you run the query. Some of the things I do forget. And then we will just say if insert, that means product added. If not, it did not. So I'll just say if insert, and then I'll just print out product added. I won't be fancy here. I will just use the normal echo here. I'll just say product added, and then else we'll just say some error occurred, for example, echo, then I'll just say error occurred. Okay, I think this one is okay, and I think we are good to go. Oh, it's not yet done. Remember, we are also dealing with an image, so the image needs to be uploaded in a specific folder. So at the moment the images are stored in this folder called img. So when when the data is inserted in the database, we can then also move the image to this specific path, right? So we need to do that now. So okay, I think we will need to, okay, I'll just grab a code from our previous from my previous code here, right? The destination, is it needed, the destination? I don't know what to think. Just a second guys. Okay, the code that is needed is this one. Just a second, it's this one. So when we are sure that the data is added to the database, we can then move the file to that destination. But remember, we have the file path and the destination we don't have. So I will just create this destination, which is basically img. Let me do it here. So we'll use the same variable name, here, and then equals to, and since we are in the root folder, we will just say a period and then /, and then we want to go inside this folder, we will just say img and then /. So this is going to be our destination path. That's what I did here. And then so we upload the data to the database, and if we are sure that the data was inserted, we can then move the image. I don't want to move the image before, because what if we move the image but then the other data doesn't go to the database? So that is why I did it like this, and I think we are now good to go. Shall we try it? Shall we? Okay, let us give it a try. We will go to our website, and then we'll say refresh. Okay, there is no errors here. So the product name, let me first choose the image, and I will choose this one. I will just say school, for example. I will just say school. Remember guys, I'm just testing now. And then the size, I will just say 100, and then the price 7,000. 7,000. So let us see if the image is going to upload. Okay. Oh, this button needs to be add. Let me just come here and then say add now. Add now, for example, but I won't refresh it now. So let us just say submit. Okay, you see there was an error here on line 162. It says undefined array key price in 160, in 162, 163 we also have the same thing. 163 there is a lot of errors, so let us go fix that. So 162, they say we have an error. What's the error about? 162 price. Okay, I think I don't have price in, or maybe the spelling is wrong. Oh, like we can see I wrote rice instead of price. Can you see? It says rice instead of price, so that was me, spelling mistake. Let me fix that. And I did fix this one of price. The image, okay, let us see what's wrong with the one of image. Oh, I said the file instead of image, so let me just rename this one and say image, and say image, right? So the one of image is fixed. Which one has an error? I think that's all of it. 164 product. Oh, it says product added. This means some of the data was added but not all of it. So it's because I didn't set specific conditions for each and every variable. So if we can go check here and say refresh, some of the data like the size and the name and the ID should be here. So if I say refresh, you see some of the data was forwarded to to the database. So let us go check if the image was uploaded. Let us go to htdocs. Let us go inside our file. Let us go inside images. The image was not moved here. Oh, it's because we used the wrong ID. So yeah, I'm not surprised with that one. So let us give this a try again. I will just say PHP. Now I think things will be okay. So I'll just pick the image first. I'll just pick this one. I'll just say high school. Now I'll just say high school. I'll just say high school, and then size, let me say 500, and then price 1.5. I don't know if this one is million or what. And then add, and then okay, there is another error now. It says move upload file, the function argument copy directly cannot be. Okay, I think when it comes to the path here, something happened. So what I need to do here is for me to just let me do it like this. Let me remove the dot and forward slash, and then just use the path as it is. I'll just remove this one, say save, because maybe I'm not in the home page. That is why it's giving me this error. Let me come again here. Yes, the image was not uploaded, but if we can check some of the data here, let us refresh. You see now the name of the image was uploaded, but the challenge is the image was not moved on that folder. You see now all the data can be seen here, but the image didn't move where we want it. So it's because of this error that I'm getting here. It says the second argument to copy function cannot be a directory. I think the error it's somewhere here. The second argument, it says cannot be a direct. Okay, what's happening here? Oh, I see. Upload directory, and then logo, and then logo. The name logo, it's the name. Okay, just a second, guys. I just want to confirm this thing. Right. Every time when it comes to search, oh, upload directory, it's okay, file path. Okay, I need to look at this one, and then this one, destination. Okay, let me look at file path. What is file path? File temporary path. It's this one, the image, which says temporary name. Okay, it's okay. And then let us now move to okay, just a second, guys. And now when we say destination path, the destination path, it's the path and the name all together. So logo, what is logo? So logo is the name, so I need to put the name here. Oh, okay. So okay, this one is going to be this one, and then I will need to say destination path, and then I say image, and then I say $ image. Oh, yeah, it says it cannot be a path. I think now everything is on point. If I get an error now, you guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, so let us test it now. Let me put in the PHP, and then now I'll try uploading a different image. I'll just pick this one, for example, and I'll say striking. It's our product. I'll just say striking, size 60, price 500,000. Actually, I don't know what the number is. And then add now. Okay, now we did not get an error. It says product added. So we go to our database, we refresh. As you can see, the data here is added, and let us check if the image was uploaded. So when we come here, let me go back and come back again, so you can see the image was uploaded as well. So now what we want to do now, remember, the admin will be uploading the client, the products, and what we want to do is now fetch the data and show it in the home page. Now that is what we want to do. So the first thing I want to do is to rename this file and call it PHP, because we are now in the HTML. So I want to use PHP and do everything in one page and be able to fetch the products, right? So let us do that. I will go to our code. We go to index. Let me just copy all the code, create a new file, but this one is going to be index.php, right? Index.php, PHP. And because I don't have a separate file for the connection, I will come here, copy this code as it is. It's always recommended to have one document, one file that contains your personal connection wara credentials, so that you always call it than rewriting the code. So but because this one is just examples, guys, I don't wanna bore you with all the details, so we'll paste the same code so that our file can have a connection, right? So now we come to products. Here we come to products. I think I need to also say stars, but with the stars they depend on how the people rated the product. You see, for now, can I do it now? Okay, for now, I won't do the complicated things. Let us just keep things simple here. So what I want to do now is to, instead of having a specific product with its code, I will just call from the database. So what I want to do now is to come here and have a PHP script here. So after having a PHP script, I need to echo one example here. So I will just copy the whole code as it is for this one. This one is the product, so I will just copy one and then I will echo this one, right? And then I will say echo, right? And then I put the code inside and then I say it's done. So if I refresh it now, there is going to be two products like this. You see this one has 2 stars and the other ones have 5. So because I made an example of this product, I did a copy. If I refresh, now there is going to be why the product is not appearing. Did I save the file? Oh, we are still running in the HTML file, so let us go to the PHP PHP and then run this one. So with PHP we have these two products that have 2 ratings and the other ones, as you can see, these ones are the same and they are now 5 products. But now I want to remove the HTML ones and have the ones that will be coming from the database, right? So for us to be able to follow, I will just hide the other ones, the other products. Let me hide the other products, save. So now we have a structure of how the product coming from the database will look like, right? We have it here. But instead of having a specific name for the product and a specific price, we are going to use variables because we are fetching from the database. So what we will do now is that just a second, guys. Related queries, I don't want that. I want query, I want results feedback. That's what I want. No, what's up, person query, related query, popular site, connection, pagination. No, it's not what I want. Okay, let us just let me do everything here. I will now say products. I will create a variable which says products, right? And this one is going to fetch data from the database. So I will just say select all from the name of our database. It's called products. Select all from products. Is there a condition for now? For now we don't have a condition, so we'll just say like this. And then let me just do everything at once here. I'll just say my SQLi query, and then we do everything here. We use the name of the variable for our connection, and then now we already have a statement. So in here we are calling out the products. After calling out the product, we need to store the values, right? So we need to store the values. We can't just call them without storing them. We need to store the values. So we are going to do it like this way. Okay, just a second. Let us do it like this. So let us use a while loop, because we don't know how many products are there. So we are going to use a while loop, and then while while fetching, let me just use that, while, or let me just say data, while data is equals to, and then we are going to use the results. We are going to say my SQLi, my SQLi. So what we are doing here, some of you may be confused. We don't know how many products are there, so we are saying while there are products, and then we then create another variable to store the array, because the data is going to there'll be rows that have data, so hence we use array for this one. My SQLi fetch array, and then we use the same variable, the previous one of products, okay, and then the while loop, it's here, we close. So now we just do the same thing of what is it that we are fetching. We are fetching an image, right? And then we're gonna fetch an image, and then we say and then data, and then inside data we write the name of the column, which is image. All right, and then this one is going to repeat itself, so let me just say it's the image, the name. In here they don't need to be in order. Here you can just write whatever you want. So it's name. We also have size, we also have the price, price, and then we also have size. All right, so in here we are now fetching the product attributes. So what we need to do now, because remember what I was doing here doesn't make any effects at the moment. If I say refresh, nothing changes. So what I need to do now is to replace the static names with the variables that are here. So what I will do here, for the image, you see here it says product1.png. we are going to remove this one and replace it with a with the variable, because we don't know the name of the image, but we know that there are products in there. So what we will do is that we will say and then we say image, and then also for any other attribute, what else that we are changing, the price. So the price I will just leave the R, because we only enter a number that side. I'll just say and then I say here we set a price, and then what else, the name, and also here we remove this one, and then we say and then we say name. For the size, there is no section for where we write the size. So now if I say refresh, things are going to be a bit tricky, because remember the images that I uploaded, even though it's one that's appearing, they will be, let us go to our database. There are 3 products that are here. This one doesn't have an image. This one in the database says I have an image, but the image, remember, it failed to upload, remember. So the only product that will have a visible image, it's this one. The other products will have information that it's missing. So let us refresh together and see how it looks. So now there'll be 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be like that. What platform are you using to code? I'm using Sublime Text. So let us refresh. Oh wow, okay, there is only one that appeared, and I'm wondering why. Is it because the other ones don't have an image or what? So there is one that did not appear. So what I want to do now, yo guys, electricity is gone. I may be offline, guys, because of the Wi-Fi, but I'll be back now. I just want to set up my backup Wi-Fi. Yes, yes. Okay, just a second, guys. Those of you who are on TikTok, you may lose me for now, but I'm trying to set up my backup. Let me try closing the windows. I'll be back in a few seconds. Yeah. Is my Wi-Fi back? You still not back? Okay. You. Okay, my Wi-Fi is still not back, guys. I don't know why. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, I can see reactions. Okay, apologies, guys. My Wi-Fi took a while to load, and my other screen it's now off. So I may be slow from now on because I am only using the screen for now. Okay, so what I said I want to do, I am surprised that there is one product that is showing, and I wanted to show. I was expecting all of the three to show. So what I will do now is that I will manually upload that image I was uploading to this file. So I'll go to downloads. It's this one, the one of school. So I will manually put it here, and then let us see if that item will appear. Refresh. It does not appear. Okay, I'm still curious what is happening. So let us go back. Let us go back to our code. So what's happening? Oh, now I see what's. Oh, okay, you guys don't see very well because of the light. Okay, I think you guys can now see. Okay, yes. So the reason why it's only one item that is showing. Okay, can you guys point out the problem? Why it's only one screen showing, only one item that is showing? Can you guys point out the problem? Okay, some of you may not see very well. So what's happening, it's because this code it's outside of the loop, of the while loop. So this loop did happen 3 times, but then it only captured the variables that it stored. It was only able to use them once here, because this code is not inside the loop. So what I will do now, I will just take this code here, I will say cut, and then put it inside the loop, right? Put it inside the loop. So what's going to happen now is that when the code it's looping, so basically the code checks how many products are in the database. If it's 5 products, it says I will do this thing 5 times. If it's 8 products, it says I will do this thing 8 times. But because the code was outside the loop, it could only do it once. So let us say save now, and then let us come here, refresh. I'm expecting all of the 3 products to be here. Refresh. Voila! All of these 3 products are not here. Remember, at first I said I was only expecting one to have an image, but because I uploaded this one manually, it's now here, and this one, it's when we were testing at first. As you can see, the price tag, it's also not there. So what is common in all of these products, it's the stars. It says 2 2 2, and the ratings, it was rated by 20 people, 20 people, 20 people. That is because this information is static, is not coming from the database. And if I were to build this, I need to now, people needs to have account, so that we can see how each person rated the product, and then we calculate the average, and then we display the stars. That's going to be something else, since I am doing things manually, so it's going to be something from another day. And as you can see, these images are not really matching what's happening here. It's a school, but we are dealing with cosmetics. So let us go to the website and find products that are and images of hair products, right? And then it's called a Pixel, the name of Pixel, where we download free images. It's called Pixels. And then I'll just say hair products, hair products. Right. And then we'll just download 5 images, and then okay, there are a lot of products in one page. I mean, I wanted an image that will just have one product. Okay, this lady looks nice. We'll just click here, we'll download this one. Let's just say download. For now, I'm not concerned about the size, things like that. I just want to show you what the admin will do. And then also this guy, we can't only be downloading ladies, so let's download this guy as well. What else can we do? And then we can also download this ladies here. I'm looking for images that are vertical or landscape. Oh no, it's vertical. Landscape, it's the one that is sleeping. Excuse me. So this one, it's a vertical image, but it's not, the vertical is not the weight. There is a specific weight. I just forgot what is it. It's let us also download this ones. Say download. Alright, so what I will do here in the home page, I just want to add the button that says add new items, something like that. So I'll just say when the person's in the home page, they can just click add new. Yeah, add new. Remember, this shouldn't be seen by the public, but I'm just trying to make the process easy here, guys. So refresh. Now we have a button there that says add new. Oh, I did not tell where it should take me. So it should take me to new item.php. It should take me to new item.php. php. Save. Let us go refresh. So now when I click that button there at the corner, if I click it, it takes me here to where I need to add a new product. So let us start by the image, right? Yes, it's portrait. Yes, thank you. I knew vertical is not the way. It's called portrait. Yes, thank you. So let us start with this one. I will just say, let us call this one gel, right? We call this one gel, and the size it's 100 millimil, for example, and then the price it goes for 74.99, for example. Let me put it like this, right? So we'll say add product, right? And then it says product added. So let us go to the home page and see if it was added. Oh, this one goes to the HTML. I need to change this one here. So it needs to, when we are here and then we click that one, it needs to go to index.php, not HTML. So it needs to go to PHP, and even if we click the logo, it must take us to PHP. Yes. Alright, so let us click it again. Okay, I did not refresh, that is why. Let us go to PHP. Now when we scroll, we should see those products, right? And then there, you see, the guy did appear, and then it says, let me show you. Here is the guy, and then it says gel, blah blah blah. And remember, I said the stars and the number 20 is going to remain constant because it's static, it's not coming from the database. But now I want to remove these ones because they are giving an offer vibe. They have nothing to do with salon or products. So let us come to the database, and then to the database we are going to, it's either we can delete them here, but I don't want to delete them. I want to show you something cool, guys. So we are going to structure, and then we are going to add one table after price, and then the table is going to be visible. For example, visible. For visible, we are going to have a tiny integer. It's either we have one, the value either gets to be 1 or 0, right? So the default one, I want the default one to be 0, and 0, it means I don't want the product to be visible. So it's only the approved products that will show on the home page. So let us save that for now. We will say save, and then as you can see, the other ones have none. It's only this one that let us go to browse. As you can see, all of the products now have 0, right? What I want to do now, let us go back to the code, is to say if we are calling in the products that we want to show. Where did I write the code? Here on this line where I say select all from products, we are now going to add a condition that says where visible is equals to 1, where visible is equals to 1, right? And then say save, and then let us see how that looks like, and then let us say refresh. I'm not expecting any product to show because all of them, they have 0. So if I say refresh, there is no product, you see. So now the only product that is going to show, it's the one that has the number 1 in visibility. So it's the last one because it's the one that suits the look of our website. Now this one has 1, they have 0, 0, 0, right? So if we go here and then we refresh, we are now going to see only this one guy, you see. Now our website looks okay, they looks nice. So we are also going to click that button, we add another item. By default, the item shouldn't appear after uploading because we also need to approve it, right? but I can set it to be 1 by default. We can also do that, right? So let me make it visible by default, and if we don't like it, maybe the admin looks at the website and be like, no, but I don't like this image, they can change it to 0. So the default here, I will set it to 1, so that it appears immediately after upload. So now let us go to this page. Let us say add, and then we add another one. So let us start by the image, and then we can look for this one, and for this one I will just say spray. For example, I'll just say spray, and then the price of the spray is very expensive. It says 299.99. oh, this is the size. I will just say cut here. I will just say maybe it's a 500 millimil, and then here is the price, right? And then I will say add now, you see, and then it says product added, you see. And then I will just go to the home page and see if it appears. Go to home page, and then shop now. Oh shit, the shop now is taking me here. I don't know why it's taking me to that page. So as you can see, now the image it's appearing very well, and it's fetching the information from the database, you see. So if you were not seeing the code very clear, you can watch the tutorial on my YouTube. I will just upload it now. The video has come to an end, so I will end the video and then focus on your questions. If there are no any questions, I will then upload the video. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of the live session, and apologies for for being offline for a while, because I wasn't sure if the electricity will be gone or not. So thank you. I will now, oh, it's appearing on the other screen. How can I ish? Okay. Oh, I need to say everything needs to appear in one screen. PC screen only. Having a sensitive information level up. Alright. And then I say stop recording. Thank you guys for watching. 1 hour 12 minutes. Wow.